Streaming worldwide on WGNSSports.com and always at the game. The game.
Prep sports coverage starts right now. WGNS Primetime Sports is honored to bring you the 77th season of coverage with tonight's high school sports broadcast of Rutherford County Prep Athletics. It's State Farm Prep Sports. Veteran broadcasters Brian Barrett and John Dinkins, in their 25th year together, are ready to bring you the story of tonight's contest. Here are the 2023 Tennessee Association of Broadcasters recipients for Best Sports Coverage, Brian Barrett and John Dinkins, with tonight's contest on News Radio WGNS.
Well, good evening or afternoon, everyone. Welcome into our coverage of the first round of the Region 4 4A baseball tournament. We're in Riverdale this afternoon, and we've got a very busy day here on WGNS and WGNSradio.com with all of the games that we plan to cover. We've got Middle Tennessee baseball as well coming up, and they'll be playing Jacksonville State here in just a few. So we'll have this game on radio and streaming. We'll have Middle Tennessee at 5:45 on radio, and then streaming at WGNSradio.com will be Game 2. Game 2 will feature Stewart's Creek and Riverdale. Winners advance, and you win 2 games, you're in the sectional. If you get to the losers bracket, you still have to win a couple of games, but make your way on through to be traveling in sectional play. So that is what the story is here this evening. They're still trying to finish up the district softball tournament. And, in fact, that will be tonight over at Blackman between Siegel and Oakland. Oakland needing to win 2 games to take the district championship. And then they will play next Monday versus Stewart's Creek or Smyrna somewhere, sometime, somehow. So it's kind of a look at what's coming up ahead. John Dinkins is here for our day of doubleheader. We don't get the opportunity to do this too terribly much, John, but with the weather we've had this week, it seemed like the best option.
Well, it definitely was, and glad we didn't do anything Wednesday night for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and it's going to be good weather all weekend, so they'll be able to get these games in, I'm pretty sure, with relatively ease. And they're at a good place, good field, and should be an exciting tournament.
Well, we've got 3 of the 4 teams are Rutherford County teams that are playing in this one. Wilson Central playing Siegel here in Game 1. Wilson Central defeating Stewart's Creek in the District 8 4A tournament. Stewart's Creek went undefeated in the district regular season, then lost in the winners bracket final to Wilson Central. That forced Stewart's Creek to have to win 2 games, and Wilson Central won there as well. So I guess you could say Wilson Central's on a little bit of a roll here.
Yeah, they look pretty good. You know, we saw them in the district tournament they were playing with against Stewart's Creek. Some saw a little bit of them, and they're pretty impressive, and they can hit the ball.
Well, I know you're going to be bringing the play-by-play story here in Game 1, so quick check of the lineups here for you. I'll take care of that here as the Siegel Stars will be the visiting team, so they will bat in the top innings here. Drew Hostetler will play center field and bat first. It'll be Lane Akers in left field batting in the 2-hole. Batting third, Trey Baker. He is the shortstop for the Siegel Stars. Will Horn will DH and bat fourth. It's Jack Santee pitching and batting fifth today. Tristan Thornton will catch and bat sixth. Batting seventh, Ryan Russell, the right fielder. Batting eighth, Dylan Rogers, the third baseman. And then it's Gabriel Hambrick in the 9-hole and playing second. The flex is Josh Duggan. He will play at first, and Horn will bat. So that is Siegel's lineup. They're 28-12. Head coach Craig Revis, Hostetler, Akers, Baker, Horn, Santee, Thornton, Russell, Rogers, and Hamrick. For the Wilson Central Wildcats, they are 23-10 on the season. Head coach is Anthony Ford, and one assistant with a name that, well, 2 actually. Chris Biggs, you might remember here in Rutherford County, and Keith Stevenson as well. For Wilson Central, Will Summers will lead off and play center field. It's Braden Wadsworth catching and batting second. Batting third, Caden Weber, the second baseman. It's Luke Kinzer playing first and batting fourth. Batting fifth will be Ryan Buckner. He will be on the mound today. Connor Adelsberg will play short and bat sixth. Batting seventh is Luke Slauson.
Shaughnessy.
Oh, okay. There we go. I see it now. Thank you, John. Shaughnessy. He's the left fielder. And Gabe Heidelbrand will DH in the 8-hole. Batting ninth, Carter Spencer, the right fielder. Carson Reed will play defensively at third, and the DH, Heidelbrand, will be batting for him. So for Wilson Central, it's Summers, Wadsworth, and Weber. Kinzer, Buckner, and Adelsberg. Shaughnessy, Heidelbrand, and Spencer. So that is a look at your lineups here. Again, 28-12 for Siegel, 23-10 for Wilson Central. And just to look ahead to Game 2, again, this is going to be an all Rutherford County matchup, and we're going to have that game again streaming at WGNSradio.com this evening while the Raiders are on radio. It'll be Stewart's Creek at 22-12 taking on the 35-8 Riverdale Warriors. You win, you play tomorrow at 11. You win that game, you host the sectionals first round. If you lose today, you play at 2 o'clock tomorrow, and then you'll turn around and play at 5 o'clock versus the loser of the Game 3. And there you go. That's a look at the bracket here. And do want to say congratulations to the Eagleville Eagles. Eagleville is playing tonight in their region tournament, and they are the 1 seed from District 8. They will take on Cornersville. This is being played down at Richland, since Richland was the District 10 champion. They are playing Fayetteville. So, again, same thing. Winners advance, losers drop down to the losers bracket. They are playing a couple of games over at McKenzie Park, which must be down in the Richland area. And softball will be finished this weekend. And Eagleville softball is trying to finish up their district tournament. They only had a 4-team district, John, but their problem, we need to get somebody else to do BP apparently. Oh, goodness. Revis let one get away. But anyway, they're trying to finish up their district tournament. I think they were I think they had Tuesday and Wednesday nixed. So maybe they played yesterday and try to squeeze in the championship today. But they can get it in before Monday when regions start in softball. And good luck to the Eagleville softball team as well. That's about all I know.
Okay, well, we got anything else?
No, I don't have anything else. That's why got all the brackets done, and we're getting pretty close to being ready to go here, I think.
Well, before you do, let's talk about our friends over at Rick's Barbecue.
Okay.
Can you got time to do that?
Yeah.
You know, that's they're right down the street here from where we're at, and I'm hoping they're going to have some mighty good nachos at the concession stand tonight, but you never know.
Well,
after a long doubleheader.
Again, you still want to check out those wings. They've got wings over at Rick's Barbecue where they have quality, fresh, never frozen meats that are smoked the old-fashioned way using real hickory wood on those specially designed pits that give your pork, chicken, and beef all the best flavor in the world. And again, they've got smoked wings out there at Rick's Barbecue now, slaw dogs, loaded baked potatoes. They've got you covered. If you're ready to feed your hungry family, they are ready to see you on Warrior Drive off of South Church Street. And that is about it for our Primetime Sports Countdown to First Pitch, sponsored by the law offices of John Day. They've helped thousands of people get legal help when they've needed it the most. If you've been injured, call the law offices of John Day. They're exchanging lineup cards, John, downstairs. And
yeah, the dimensions in this park tonight, 330, 360 down to center field and 320 down the left field line. But it's going to take a poke to get it out tonight. I believe that wind is blowing in. We can't see the flag, but I feel like that wind's blowing in according to the coaches over there, and their jackets are flapping toward us. So
yeah, I can see the flag over on the football field from my vantage point, and it's definitely blowing in. It's not a huge, strong wind, but today kind of cloudy too. It may keep the ball in the park a little bit better today than others.
You mentioned that Wilson Central, a very hot ball club going in, and this is the team you kind of got to watch. It's Siegel's putting a pretty good pitcher out there, left-hander Jack Santee, though, against them to kind of maybe slow those bats down just a little bit.
I don't 100% know what Santee's record is, but I know that David Limbaugh was saying up here in his career, the only loss that Santee has had against the Warriors was in the game in the district tournament, which put Riverdale in the losers bracket. I guess it was the game that in the championship game may have been, because the losers bracket game sent Riverdale down. But regardless, it was Riverdale winning 2 in the district tournament and claiming the championship and being able to host here. So that's what we've got here this afternoon. Siegel versus Wilson Central, Game 1. Game 2, Stewart's Creek and Riverdale. And we're going to take a break, come back, and we have the first pitch for you coming up next on State Farm Prep Sports.
Rely on the experienced professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air.
If your old unit needs a tune-up, the professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air service all major brands and even offer same-day service in most cases. Keep your home or business comfortable year-round. Call us today at 615-890-1311. Prentice Allsup Heating and Air, your Ring Pro partner heating and cooling contractor on West College Street, just under the Thompson Lane overpass. Online at PrenticeAllsup.com.
Pizza. You can now order Murfreesboro's favorite pizza online at sirpizzatn.com. We've made ordering online a breeze. From sirpizzatn.com, tap on the location nearest you and begin your order for carryout or delivery. You can order the Royal Feast, create your own, spaghetti, calzones, everything right from our online portal at sirpizzatn.com.
Sir Pizza, you made me love pizza again.
Craig's Tax Service at 142 Heritage Park Drive offers complete tax preparation, financial, and bookkeeping services.
This is Brandon Craig with Craig's Tax Service. We're proud to support all Rutherford County athletes.
Craig's Tax Service reminds you that it makes sense to get help with your taxes. Call 890-2233 for an appointment.
We've been serving Rutherford County since 1988.
Craig's Tax Service, 890-2233.
We're just off Memorial Boulevard at 142 Heritage Park Drive.
Dr. Automotive is the cure for your car. Brothers Danny and Randy Brewer have been providing Rutherford County with ASE certified auto repair for nearly 20 years. You'll receive courteous and friendly customer service every time. Why? Because we grew up here, and you are our neighbors. Foreign and domestic auto repair and maintenance on Hazelwood Drive in Smyrna, just off I-24. SmyrnaAutorepair.com, 615-220-0971. Just ask for Danny.
Parks Auction. We handle everything.
You have a staff that comes to your home. They tell you what to do. They walk you through it. It's been my experience that what I thought I should get for my home, I got much more for it.
Visit our website at parksauction.com.
Hi there, Parks Auction, 896-4600. Stan Vaught and the Parks Auction team are proud supporters of local high school and MTSU sports.
Hello, this is Coy Young at Las Casas Feed Supply. We'd like to welcome you to our door and hope you find the customer service and expertise that exceeds your expectations.
Las Casas Feed Supply caters to all homeowners with a quarter acre to several acres, focusing on premium feeds and dog foods you won't find in box stores.
Nutrition is our specialty here at Las Casas Feed.
And yes, you can even get milk from the MTSU dairy at Las Casas Feed Supply, the best milk in town. Las Casas Feed on Barlow Lane, just off Highway 96 East in Las Casas.
I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Our game today on State Farm Prep Sports, Region Baseball Tournament doubleheader coming your way, brought to you by good neighbor State Farm Agent Bud Morris at 3245 Franklin Road, just down from Franklin Road Christian School. That's State Farm Agent Bud Morris at 893-1417. And as the pitcher for Wilson Central and the Wildcats, Ryan Buckner, finishes his warm-ups here. John is warmed up and ready to go. We'll bring you the play-by-play here.
I'm not sure about that, but we'll give it our best try here. Ryan Buckner, right-hander, big, tall right-hander. And he's being caught today by Braden Wadsworth. Luke Kinzer's at first. Over at seconds, Caden Weber. Adelsberger is at short, and Carson Reed at third. Shaughnessy in left, Summers in center, Spencer is in right for the Wildcats. And Drew Hostetler will lead it off here. And Brian, I've just now placed Drew Hostetler. He's a Wilson Elementary graduate. I did not place him at first. There's several in this lineup today. Just thought I'd give a plug to Wilson Elementary. There's a swing and a foul back. Ran into his dad at the concession stand tonight.
Oh, is that how you kind of figured?
So I do have more classes coming because he's not a senior. So
okay.
The pitch. Trey Baker's not a senior. He's a Wilson graduate. Pitch is outside and high. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Did any of them get a bobblehead?
Yes, they did. Swing and a foul. His sister, Drew's sister's in medical school, so she definitely got a bobblehead, maybe 5 or 6. It took a lot to get a bobblehead.
I know.
Wonder what they've done with those.
I couldn't
all
get
those
one.
kids, you know. Here's the pitch. Line drive into center field and a base hit. So a good start for Siegel here in the top half of the first. Hostetler starts the inning with a single, and it brings up Lane Akers, a really good hitter in his own right. Right-handed hitter. The left fielder, he's played just about everywhere. Played some infield. He's caught. Kind of settled at home in left field for the Stars. Bugner takes a look down at first. Pretty good lead by Hostetler. The pitch, he's going, and the ball is bobbled out of his hands. And it is a strike, but a stolen base for Hostetler.
Wadsworth had it. It just kind of popped out of his glove.
And got a pretty good pitch to throw on. It was a fastball, but couldn't get it out of his mitt. Bunting now is Akers. He goes, and it's a strike. He's in the hole 0-2. Not a good pitch. Steven tried. Lane had to do that one over, but had already committed. No balls, 2 strikes. Runner at second. Nobody out. Top half of the first. And the pitch from Buckner. Just inside, and it's 1-2.
Well, you have to think today, John, you see everybody's won, you know, because you got to win. You want to win as many as you can. There may be some other strategies, but first game is always a big one in a tournament.
The pitch from Buckner. Fly ball. Pretty well hit. Now drifting in. See that wind? Bringing it back in, and it's an easy catch out in left field for Shaughnessy. So Akers flies out. That ball was hit better than what it really wound up being.
Well, Shaughnessy did a zigzag out there, John, because he really didn't have any idea until the ball came a little closer where that was going to wind up. Plays that pretty well.
Brings up Trey Baker, right-handed hitter, the shortstop for the Stars. Got a runner at second and 1 out. Bugner taking a close look at Hostetler. The pitch to Baker is a ball low, 1 ball, no strikes. Yeah, and very unusual starting time for us. We're used to spring fling start times like this, but the pitch swung on, fouled away, out of play, a ball and a strike.
Well, we've done some game 2s, you know, just to get regular programming in, but this is the first opportunity we've had to get anything in this week due to the weather. So we figured we'd just stay here for 2.
1-1 pitch is inside and high, 2-1. He's done that last pitch, not the one there, but the pitch before, 88 miles per hour. That's getting it up there for a high schooler. 2-1 the count. And the pitch. Swung on, jammed him. It's going to be a high pop left side, and drifting over making the catch is Adelsberger, the shortstop, for out number 2. So after the leadoff single, 2 pop-ups, and now it brings up Will Horn, the designated hitter. Going to take a 2-out hit if Siegel's going to score here in the first. Sun coming in and out. There's plenty of clouds, but there's a lot of sunshine too. I don't know what the temperature was. I'm going to say about 74 degrees, but I'll let you find that out. Swung on, fouled, down, out of play. How close was I?
It is 68.
Oh, I should have took my first. I was going to say 72. No balls on the strike. Bugner checks that runner. That's Hostetler down at second, and the pitch. Swing and a miss. And now he's in the hole. No balls, 2 strikes.
Just got a message from Murfreesboro Parks and Recreation. They're going to have to work through the weekend to get those trails open with as much rain and debris that's out there. So,
0-2 pitch. Runner goes. Throw down to third is not in time, and another stolen base for Hostetler. That's 2. Well, I have to say Drew's done his job so far in this top half. Bugner shakes off a sign. Now he's ready to pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Strikeout number 1 by Buckner, and the inning is over. No runs. There was a hit and 1 stranded. We go to the bottom of the first. No score between Siegel and Wilson Central.
At State Farm, when home and auto work together as a team, you score and save money. I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. Give me a call at 615-873-1700, and let's work together to win big by saving money on home and auto.
It's not just your home or car. I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams. We see your home and car as the time and memories that you put into it. Give me a call at 615-459-2683 and let me help you give them the protection they deserve.
If you need concrete work done, who would I call? Dan France Concrete. Here's why. He's local. He attended Walter Hill Elementary, Oakland, and MTSU. He served our community as a school resource officer for 9 years, and he's involved in the community.
This is Dan with Dan France Concrete, wishing all Rutherford County student athletes a great season. Study hard, play harder, and be safe.
Dan France Concrete is a licensed and insured residential and commercial concrete construction contractor serving Middle Tennessee. Check out danfranceconcrete.com online to see some of their work.
I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. You're listening to Prep Baseball.
Our game today brought to you by Good Neighbors State Farm agents here in Rutherford County, as well as Sir Pizza, who sponsors our game and coaches show podcast. Find them at WGNSports.com or wherever you listen to audio. Sir Pizza, East Main, South Church, and on Memorial Boulevard. I have been on the Royal Feast kick.
Oh, wow.
Lately. It's been my go-to, and I was always a King's Feast guy.
You've made that known. I didn't know that you never liked Royal Feast. Of course, you don't venture out much.
Well,
somebody has to convince you to do something.
I wasn't really keen on olives until lately. I don't know if my taste buds have changed or what.
Getting old.
No.
Defensively, Jack Santee on the mound. Tristan Thornton behind the plate. Josh Duggan is at first. Gabriel Hamrick at second, Trey Baker at short, Dylan Rogers over at third. Lane Akers is in left, Drew Hostetler in center, and Ryan Russell is over in right field. Did I mention that 5 of those players are Wilson Elementary graduates?
I think you did.
Okay.
And a few got bobbleheads.
Well, they all got bobbleheads pretty much.
Did they?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're all smart. Smart guys. Smart kids. Will Summers is going to lead it off for the Wilson Central Wildcats, and Santee with the first pitch on the way. Swung on and drilled. Wind's going to catch this one. It just keeps coming in, and it's dropped. Summers thinks about second, but doesn't take it. We'll see how they score that. The Wind just playing tricks out there. And Hostetler had it in his glove.
You catch number 11.
That's going to be a hit.
Base hit. All right. Summers with a leadoff single, so identical starts to the inning here for both teams. Here's Braden Wadsworth, the catcher, left-handed hitter.
Can you hear the cicadas out there singing in our mic?
Yeah, a little bit. The pitch. A ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. They haven't been as bad up to this point as I thought they would.
Well, for a moment, I thought there was something weird going on with our field mic.
They're parked in your backyard, though.
Oh, gosh.
I think that's the, what do you call it? The
Ground zero.
Ground zero of cicadas.
Patient number one, I don't know. They're everywhere at my place.
1-1 to count. And the pitch. Fly ball. Center field. Hostetler under it. No problem. Makes the catch for out number 2. And that brings up Luke Kinzer, the first baseman.
First baseman.
This is similarly like the first inning for both teams.
The only difference here is, John, they got the leadoff guy on the fielder's choice, and Wadsworth's still at first, where Hostetler had 2 stolen bases and got to third.
And the pitch from the left-hander, breaking pitch in there for a strike, 0-1.
Well, if he's got this much stuff, John, this early, he's getting it across. It's going to be tough to get to him, maybe, for Wilson Central.
Spencer with the lead. Throw over, runner back. And Santee runs back up to the mound. Siegel. Here's Santee's pitch. Fouled away, out of play. And he's out in front now. No balls, 2 strikes. Braves will be on tonight. I imagine we'll catch some of them too tonight on WGNS.
What time are they playing?
Probably about 7. The pitch, no, won't be made. Throw over, runner back.
They catch the very tail end of that. Got the Raiders at Jacksonville State. 5:45 coming up.
Oh, okay. Well, I misspoke. Forgot about the Raiders. The reason you're streaming.
Correct.
Okay. No balls, 2 strikes. Spencer down at first with the lead. Santee, the pitch to the plate. Lined into right field, a base hit right down that line, and it's going to get Spencer to third at least. Russell getting over in a hurry and now throws it in to the cutoff man. And runners at first and third. Boy, Spencer didn't waste any time either with 2 out. He got it over there in a hurry. And Ryan Buckner, the pitcher, with a chance to help his own cause here.
Boy, that hugged that right field line, didn't it?
Beautiful place to hit it. It's a long run for Russell. Two out, 2 on. Runners at first and third. Buckner the batter. Santee in a mess. Here's the pitch. Swung on, foul back, out of play, 0-1. Santee wasted no time. Buckner steps out on him. Now he's back in there. And the pitch. Had another good cut. Fouled it off of the catcher's helmet. And it's 0-2. He challenged him that time. Let's see what he comes up with here against the right-handed hitting Buckner. Adelsberger would be next if Buckner could do something here for the Wildcats. Justin Inkerton making a appearance.
What's he doing, eating a hot dog?
Well, he brought the new balls in for the umpire.
Oh, well, his day's done.
He's the pitching coach.
Oh, he's got Santee out there, you know.
It's 0-2. The big pitch coming up against Buckner, and he pitches and fires just outside, maybe a little low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. A crucial moment in this game already. Pitch just a little low and inside. Now it's 2-2.
Got a dugout report, John. Intrican is actually laying down, taking a nap now.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. Finish the hot dog.
2-2 pitch. That breaking ball sails up high. Now he's gone full to him. Well,
it's kind of the plate's dancing on him a bit.
Everybody's been going. Everybody's going to be going here with 2 out. And there he goes in the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And just like the first inning, the top of the first, the bottom of the first ends in the same way. No runs. There were 2 hits, and there were 2 left. We've completed 1. We're scoreless here between Wilson Central and Siegel on State Farm Prep Baseball.
Market declines, unemployment, oil prices. Don't let headlines derail your long-term financial strategy. I'm Edward Jones Financial Advisor Lee Colvin. I'll work with you to help you understand the impact of short-term events and how to be positioned for the long term. We provide the tools for a disciplined approach to investing. Call 615-907-7056 for an opportunity to discuss your situation. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
Whether you're a student, alumni, or just a fan, Raider Tees has exactly what you need to help you cheer on the Blue Raiders on game days and every moment in between. We sell officially licensed Blue Raider gear, whether it's clothing, hats, flags, chairs, or just whatever. We have it all, including exclusive gear you won't find anywhere else. Like us on Facebook for updates on new Blue Raider gear and special prices or discounts. For all your Blue Raider gear, shop Raider Tees today. Bigger, better, and go Blue!
I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
The game tonight brought to you by good neighbor State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, located in Smyrna at 199 Enon Springs Road West at Hazelwood Drive. State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, 615-459-2683. Brian, you just take it easy over there and relax. Got a big second game to do. Did I tell you I was leaving for a little while?
Yeah.
And if traffic's bad, never know. I'm just saying. Murfreesboro traffic.
Where are you headed to?
It's kind of close.
Oh, okay. Kind of close?
Off Elam Road.
Oh, that's really close.
Might get my car stuck. You never know.
Yeah.
Here's Jack Santee to lead it off, the Siegel second, and the pitch by Buckner on the way. Well, he throws hard, doesn't he? Ball and no strikes.
That was 87.
Santee, Thornton, and Russell. And the pitch. Line drive into left center field. That one is going to be caught, though, by the left fielder Shaughnessy for out number 1. Well, this wind's fooling me a little bit because that looked like that was going to carry a little bit more. Here's Tristan Thornton, the catcher.
Wind has seemingly kind of picked up a little bit here. Tilling the trees in the center field.
You know how it goes. It might not even be any wind tonight. It's the second game. Yeah, his jersey's blowing. Line drive into left center field. To make that left field down the line foul. And it's out of play. That's a foul ball. Hit it right down the line.
Sure did, and it didn't hook foul until well out there in the outfield. Had that been in play, John, that would have been good for the Siegel Stars for sure.
Thornton comes back, grabs the bat. Ryan Buckner, right-hander, and the pitch. Swing and a miss. He's out in front now. No balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, nobody on here in the top of the second. Siegel batting, no score. The pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out. That's strikeout number 2 for Buckner. And brings up Ryan Russell. Russell is the Siegel Star right fielder. Getting that ball in a hurry when he was out there in right field in the previous inning was a big, big play. Kept that runner at third. The wind and the pitch from Buckner. Fastball gets away off the glove of Wadsworth. 1 ball, no strikes. Russell, a right-handed hitter. He also throws right. The pitch, bouncer short. Backhanded, deep in the hole by Adelsberger. The throw is going to be in time, and the inning is over. That was a blue star for Adelsberger here in the second. No runs, 3 up, 3 down inning. We go to the bottom of the second, still scoreless here on State Farm Prep Baseball.
This is a paid legal ad.
When a family member is lost as a result of someone else's negligence, the grief can be unbearable. It also leaves you with a lot of questions like, how did this happen? Who's responsible? And is my family going to be okay? That's a lot to go through, but with the law offices of John Day on your side, you don't have to go through any of it alone. We understand what you're going through, and we have the experience to get the answers, justice, and compensation your family deserves. Call the law offices of John Day.
Here's a question. What do you want from your electric co-op?
Fast response if the power goes out.
An app that keeps me informed. Tips to lower my monthly bill.
Communication on things that matter to me.
Done, 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 done.
I want to know everything.
Everything? Well, young lady, let me show you the MyMTE app. Energy Service Life. That's Middle Tennessee Electric. We're here to get done what matters most to you. Learn more at mte.com.
I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Today's game, State Farm Prep Sports Baseball coverage brought to you in part by our friends at Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance, Parks Auction, Craig's Tax Service, and Dr. Automotive.
All right, Connor Adelsberger is going to lead off, and it never ceases to amaze me. Somebody makes a great defensive play, they wind up leading off the inning. It's pretty amazing. Well, it happens every time, just about.
Exactly what's going to happen here. John Wilson Central was able to piece together a couple of hits in the first inning, and honestly, Siegel has one hit, but John Buckner has retired the last 6 batters, so he looks like a pretty tough customer.
Yeah, and Santee had that little blooper out in center field. It's a hit, but
shortstop number 19,
not hit hard. Adelsberger, Shaughnessy, and Hildebrand. These Wildcats have some really sophisticated names. I guess is the word what I'm looking for.
They really do. They really do.
Connor Adelsberger, the shortstop, right-handed hitter, and the first pitch from Santee. Strike called on the inside corner. Boy, he usually has very good control. Jack Santee. The left-hander kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. Boy, he took something off of that one, even more so than the first pitch.
0-2. 71 there.
No balls, 2 strikes to Adelsberger. The wind and the pitch. Trying to reach that outside corner, and he fouled it off down the line. Brian, that gives you a good time to describe the uniforms. I know how you love to do that, and I don't really do that, but Central looks kind of like the Blue Raiders.
Are you against uniforms?
I know you like to do that. Swing and a miss, struck him out. That's 2 straight now for Santee, first of the inning.
Thornton actually moved over, so I kind of thought we could see it was coming outside. I guess Adelsberg did.
Well, that's pinpoint accuracy right there. Get it right to where the catcher wants it. Shaughnessy, the batter, the left fielder. And the wind and the pitch. Strike called. Well, I guess if you're not going to do it, Wilson Central's wearing white.
They're in white uniforms, jerseys, pants, royal blue pinstripe, Wildcats across the chest.
And hit by a pitch is Shaughnessy. So a base runner here in the second.
The DH for 15, Gabe.
And the Siegel Stars are in the navy tops with gray sleeves, gray numbers. You got the teal outlining the Siegel across the chest and the numbers, and gray pants. The pinstripe down the side, navy and teal.
Runner at first, 1 out, the pitch. Bouncer second. Could be 2. Flip to second, 1 on the. No, he dropped it. Did they say he held it in time?
He saved.
Yes. He held it. It was on the throw. So that's going to be a fielder's choice. Shaughnessy is retired at second. Hildebrand is the runner at first.
Well, that was tailor-made right there. Just bobbled the ball.
I was getting ready to do my 4-6-3 and didn't happen. 2 out, however, in the inning, and here's Carter Spencer, the right fielder. The number 9 hitter will go back to the top of the order if he reaches.
We always like a good twin killing.
And the wind and the pitch. Fastball a little high. Now we are in a long night. It's going to be a long night.
Yeah.
We have sent a representative down to the concession stand for food. I don't see any back I know there was a note sent. There's a blooper into right field and a base hit. Runners at first and second.
The note said, "You guys are fat and don't need to eat."
Oh, no. Really?
Oh, no, it says they're bringing it up.
Oh, well, we're going to get really special treatment with tomatoes and all the works, probably. I want to thank Murph for going down there, being our messenger. But he's got a great seat. He should do stuff like that.
Yeah.
He's got a great seat.
He's got to pay for his seat somehow.
Well, got runners at first and second, 2 out, and here's Summers, who singled his first time up. Santee and another jam, but 2 out. The pitch. Oh, beautiful breaking pitch in there for a strike.
We were talking about that double play, and John, since we talked about it on the morning show, I still cannot picture in my mind an unassisted triple play.
Oh, well, when you see it, you'll know it.
I've got to look.
Here's a fly ball into right center field, and drifting to the right side and making the catch is Russell for out number 3. So Santee gets out of another jam. No runs. There was a hit and a hit batter, and 2 were left. We're going to the bottom of the second. Still no score. Wilson Central and Siegel.
We're talking now with Heather here at Carpets by Osborne. What are some of the advantages that Carpets by Osborne has?
Being a family business and being locally owned and operated, we do free estimates. We have our own subcontractors that work for our business. We will come out, look at your floor covering. Throughout the whole process, you deal with an individual. You're not passed off to different contractors. We handle it from start to finish.
Carpets by Osborne on Northwest Broad, next to Tire World.
Over 100 crispy Old World pepperoni. Cheesy crust edge.
This Fanceroni pepperoni from Little Caesars is fancy.
Am I fancy enough for the Fanceroni? I'm wearing cargo shorts.
But Tim, me too. Fancy isn't measured by your inseam. Because if you are what you eat, then we're all feeling mighty fancy today. Yeah! Try the Fanceroni pepperoni with over 100 Old World pepperoni.
In Murfreesboro on Memorial, Warrior Drive, South Church, and Old Fort.
Pizza, pizza. I'm State Farm Agent Bud Morris, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
0850, and let's work together to win big by saving money on home and auto.
So what if your roommate decides to microwave a metal mixing bowl and sets your apartment on fire? I'm State Farm Agent Bud Morris. Auto, renters, frankly, any kind of insurance. I've got your back. Call me at 615-893-1417.
Rely on the experienced professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air.
Whether it's the blazing heat of summer or the bitter cold of winter, let the Rheem Pro professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air Conditioning on West College Street keep your home or business comfortable year-round. We service all major brands and in most cases offer same-day service. Call us today at 615-890-1311. Prentice Allsup Heating and Air, your Rheem Pro partner, heating and cooling contractor on West College Street, just under the Thompson Lane overpass.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
We're going to the bottom of the third. Jack Santee still on the mound here in a scoreless battle between the Siegel Stars and the Wilson Central Wildcats. Our game tonight brought to you by JHA Company, Josh Houston and Associates, Little Caesars Pizza, Rayburn Insurance Agency, and Lascassas Feed Supply. The left-hander finishes his warm-up tosses and throw into the infield, and he'll be facing Braden Wadsworth to lead off here in the third. Left-handed hitter, he's reached on a fielder's choice back in the first. Wadsworth, Weber, and Kinzer, the first three.
Well, Wilson Central's out hit Siegel by one, but still no score.
Both pitchers have pitched at some critical moments, made some good pitches. The first pitch there is a strike, 0-1. Santee kicks and fires. Another same pitch. That one sails a little high. 1 ball, 1 strike. And Santee's pitch. Outside corner, and really a good call there by Thornton. Really held that pitch in that outside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the 1-2. Chopped foul in front of the plate.
Take that the other way, 11. Go sticks.
The pitch at 75 miles per hour. Had a little more oomph on that one. And showing that curve. A little change up as well. Here's the pitch, grounder to short. Baker waits on it, throws to first, and got him by about a foot. So Wadsworth is retired. Baker knew who was running and kind of took his time there. 6-3 on the put out. Here's Caden Weber, flied out to center. Weber hit the ball well. He just didn't carry the pitch. Low and inside, 1 ball, no strikes.
Home plate umpire is helping out, John. He's at least pretty clear on his balls and strikes.
I think he's the same guy we saw the other night, isn't he?
It looks like it.
Yeah. 1 ball, 1 strike as he hits the outside corner. Kinzer would be next. Here in the third, the pitch. Breaking pitch sails outside.
I just noticed Murph's penmanship is off.
2 balls and a strike.
Arthritis. Okay. I'll blame mine on that now.
That one's outside, 2-1. Gee, you're so critical. Jeez. Come on, man.
I'm not being critical.
He's helping us. There's a walk. So Weber reaches. I think that's the first walk by Santee.
First baseman 20.
Did have a hit batter.
Here's Kinzer. He's given up 3 hits, a hit batter, now a walk. Luke Kinzer, the first baseman, takes it inside, 1 ball, no strikes.
See, I think David Limbaugh is announcing, keeping the scoreboard, and doing stats. I think he needs one more thing to do.
The pitch, chopper, third. Rogers up with it, goes to second for 1, on to first, a little high, and the runner's going to reach on a fielder's choice. But they eliminate the lead runner there on a nice play by Rogers. It was 5-4. And now the runner is Kinzer at first, but there are 2 away.
What is that? I think that's the third almost double play in this game so far.
Ryan Buckner, the batter, struck out with 2 on back in the first. Looks like a dangerous hitter. Pitches inside, 1 ball, no strikes.
I don't trust anybody from Wilson Central. I didn't mean it that way, but
smoke on a gap here.
1 ball, no strikes. Santee looks the runner, now the pitch. Outside, 2 balls, no strikes. He had a good eye that time.
Let's go, Fiver.
Santee checks that runner. Here's the pitch. Fly ball into shallow right field. Anybody going to get there? No, it's foul, but great effort over there by Duggan. Josh Duggan going all out, but can't make it. Can't make the play.
Depends on where you hit it.
2 out in the inning, a runner at first. Buckner with a 2-1 count. Santee, the left-hander, kicks and fires. High pop, right side. This one may stay in. Duggan, nope, you're going to carry it out as well.
Get through the center. Come on, get through the center. Stay level. Go, Ryan.
Duggan with a nice hustle again, but the wind just carried that ball on out.
Drive your chin through it.
Two balls, 2 strikes. Santee. The pitch. Oh, he jammed him, but he got a piece of it to stay alive. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That was really jammed in there. Let's see if he goes back to that outside corner. Buckner trying to cover the plate with 2 strikes. Runner at first, very small lead. Here's the pitch. Popped him up. No, if the other 2 didn't stay in play, that one definitely is not, and it doesn't. And the count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. Got quite a battle going on here in the third between Buckner and Santee. No score. We're in the third. Wilson Central batting. The 2-2 pitch. Fly ball. This one's going to stay in play. Ryan Russell says, I've got it, and does for out number 3. No runs, a walk. There was 1 left. No hits. And we're going now to the top of the 4th. Our score, 0-0.
Craig's Tax Service.
We perform tax preparation, individual tax returns, corporations, partnerships, and all your payroll bookkeeping needs.
Brett Craig with Craig's Tax Service.
Craig's Tax Service is located just off Memorial on Heritage Park Drive. You can contact us at 890-2233.
It makes sense to get help with your taxes. Call 890-2233 for an appointment.
We are proud to support all Rutherford County student athletes.
Craig's Tax Service, 890-2233.
We're talking with Anne-Marie Brents at Rick's Barbecue, carrying on the Lanning family tradition.
I'm passionate about it, and I have a lot of my dad in me, so I know that I have the same energy and mindset that he does.
It's the best barbecue you'll eat. The smoked chicken out of this world and those loaded baked potatoes.
That's the biggest potato you can get. They're right at 2 pounds. People ask us that all the time. They're like, where do y'all get those potatoes from?
A quick meal, feeding the whole family, or catering, they can do it all at Rick's Barbecue, 212 Warrior Drive.
I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
You by TOA, Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance, that provided local prep and MTSU athletes with expert orthopedic coverage for decades. TOA, live your best life. For more information, visit TOA.com. I will say this, they have done a great job with my granddaughter, and she's good to go.
That's about done, isn't it?
Yeah, first of June, I think she can clear to play basketball, and so that's good news. She's running regularly now, so
good stuff.
Ryan Buckner, well, thanks to TOA. I've got an artificial knee thanks to TOA.
I thought it was bionic.
You know, it might be, but I'm slowing it down a whole lot. Ryan Buckner on the mound with a 2-hitter going. And just leave the knobs alone, Brian, okay? He's trying to eat some nachos. I don't blame him. It's a long night. Here's the pitch. Ball gets away. No harm done. 1 ball, no strikes. No score. Wilson Central, no runs, 3 hits, no errors. Siegel, no runs, 2 hits, no errors. And Bugner's pitch. Inside, 2-0. I was mentioning to Brian, except for the letters, those uniforms look a lot like Blue Raiders. There's a strike on the outside corner at a sizzling 86 miles an hour. I meant to tell you the batter's Will Horn. I didn't even tell you that. Will standing up at the plate and takes it low, and it's 3-1. Kind of just waiting for this one of these teams to get a lead off, a couple of hits, and get a big inning started. There's a strike. Bugner comes back on the 3-1 to make it 3-2. Boy, nachos are smelling good. The pitch. Swung on foul to the screen.
Not as good as they taste.
Well, I told you to relax this game. You know, you got that big game you may have to do all by yourself. 3 balls, 2 strikes. I'm just trying to warn you.
Well, that game went from a couple of innings to now by myself.
Pitch is high. And he's going to try to go to second because Wilson Central fails to get to the ball. Are they going to get him? No, it's safe. A walk and a pass ball, and the catcher, that's Wadsworth, didn't go get it. And now Will Horns winds up at second. That is a huge break for Siegel. It was a walk. But even with a walk, you got to go get the ball. It's his second walk.
That's a costly, very costly walk.
Pitch is inside, 1 ball, no strikes. This is Jack Santee, who has a chance to help his own cause. He's got the go-ahead run down at second.
Well, that's your leadoff guy on. That's kind of what you were talking about
right
a second ago. And he's at second in scoring position.
The pitch. Low, 2-0. I know one thing. If anybody's going to complain about this umpire, you better not. He doesn't take it, does he? 2-0. Santee in the driver's seat. Let's see what he throws out here at him. Outside corner, 2-1. Santee could possibly bunt. I haven't seen any indication that he's going to do that. Sun beaming back out now. Comes and goes. 2-1 pitch. Swung on and a high fly ball right field. It's going to come in. It's coming in, but the right fielder makes the catch and throws it in immediately. And that is Spencer for out number 1. Again, at the crack of the bat, that sounded better than what it wound up being. And it's Tristan Thornton, the catcher, struck out in the second. We're scoreless here in the 4th inning. It's the top half of the 4th. John Dinkins, Brian Barrett with you. Game 2 coming up. We'll be streaming that game and WGNSradio.com. Don't know the exact starting time for this one, for that one, but kind of depends on this game. Pitches the ball, 1 ball, no strikes. Stepping back in there now is Thornton. Bugner checking back twice, and now Thornton steps out on him. Took a little too much time. 1 ball, no strikes. 1 out. Runner at second. That's still Will Horn. Umpire calls time back in. Bugner checks that runner down at second. Here's the pitch. Outside, 2-0. He's falling behind a couple of hitters this inning. 2 balls, no strikes. You get this feeling that it's going to be one of those games where it could be 1-0, 2-1. You want to get a run when you got an opportunity. The pitch. The bouncer to third. Picked up by Adelsberger, of course. The long throw is a little off, and Thornton tries to avoid the tag, but they still hold the runner at second. And now they're 2 away. And that brings up Ryan Russell, the right fielder, so it's going to take a 2-out hit for the Stars. 5-3 on that put out. Last hope for the Stars in the fourth. That runner out at second base. Bugner. The pitch. Strike called. Boy, he is a smooth customer. No 0-1 the count. Russell, then Rogers if he could reach. The pitch. Ball gets away, bounces in the plate, and the runner's going to take off to third. And Wadsworth retrieves it. That was interesting. That looked like it hit the home plate and just bounced. 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, we're 90 feet away now, Brian. 1 ball, 1 strike. Go ahead, Neat. You don't have to talk. It's okay. I'm just talking to you.
Well, with 2 outs, you kind of hope if you're Siegel, you can get something here.
Pitch is outside, 2-1. Russell grounded to short his first time up.
Never like to squander an opportunity when you get the leadoff guy on.
I meant to tell you that was not Adelsberger. That was the third baseman, and I'll tell you in a minute on that ground ball. Pitch is a ball. That was Carson Reed who made that play. I did say 5-3, so just got the player wrong. Adelsberger's swept up everything else. I just kind of gave him credit. 3-1 to count. The pitch. Fly ball, pretty well hit. Going back. Now he's under it. Makes the catch. Is Will Summers for out number 3. Best hit ball of the night, I think. No runs. There was a walk. 1 man left, stranded at third. We've completed 3.5, going to the bottom of the fourth. We are still scoreless between Wilson Central and Siegel.
You've changed thousands of diapers, played hours of peekaboo and duck, duck, goose. You'd do anything to protect your kids. I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and it's important to protect them with life insurance. I can make it easy and affordable for you to protect your family.
What's your next dream? Paying off your credit card? Remodeling your kitchen? Whatever your dreams, they take planning. I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack. Let's work together to come up with a plan to make those savings goals happen. Call me at 615-900-0877.
Since 1966, Fans Heating and Air has been a symbol of quality for Murfreesboro and Rutherford County. For friendly, complete service on Amana, Bryant, or American Standard Heating and Air products, Fans Heating and Air will do it all. Fans specializes in new homes, custom homes, or existing buildings. Give Fans Heating and Air a call today, 615-893-7930. Good luck to all of our schools and student athletes from Fans Heating and Air.
I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. You're listening to Prep Baseball.
Be sure to tune in next time for the Countdown to First Pitch, sponsored by the law offices of John Day. After the game, the Prentice Allsup Heating and Air post-game show. Then we'll have Game 2 and another pregame show. That'll be on WGNSradio.com, Stewart's Creek and Riverdale. We've got a doubleheader today, John.
I noticed you didn't get the walking nachos.
No.
With the little bag, Doritos, throw it in the bag. So.
Doritos would have been pretty good. I just went for the regular loaded nachos since I had the ability to sit here.
We need a run, but not this inning. We need it when we bat. Connor Adelsberger is going to be the batter, and the pitch to him is a strike called 0-1. Bottom of the fourth, no score. Adelsberger, Shaughnessy, and Hildebrand. The wind and the pitch. Outside. Count even at a ball and a strike. Santee wasting no time. The pitch. Fly ball, center field. And again, it's held up, and making the catch is Hotstedler. Right now, it just looks like nothing in the air. It's all going to hang up.
Left fielder.
That brings up Shaughnessy, who was hit by a pitch back in the second inning. The wind and the pitch. Popped him up left side. Rogers runs out of real estate. And it's 0-1. And we've had leadoff batters on. Both teams have. But the pitchers have pitched around it. We thought it would be a pretty good pitching duel. Pitch is outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. 0-2-0 for Siegel. 0-3-0 for Wilson Central. The pitch. outside and high, 2-1. This is a good day to watch a ball game. 2-1 pitch. Outside again, 3-1. 67, 66 degrees, and wind is a little bit. You might need a sweater. The pitch. Outside, he walked him. Walk number 2 for Santee. We really haven't had very few 3-up, 3-down innings, that's for sure. Runner at first now, Shaughnessy. And the throw over, they got him caught. They've got him hooked. Throw down. Now the rundown begins. Baker, throw to Santee, and he's out. Great pickoff move. That goes 1, 3, 6, 3.
Now you're just showing off.
In other words, just ask Limbaugh. Well, I think that was it. And the pitch is popped up into shallow center field, and making the catch and making it an easy inning in the long run is Hildebrand. Hildebrand makes the out. Hostetter makes the catch. No runs. There was a walk. He was caught, and that is the inning. We go to the top of the fifth. That's right. It's scoreless. Wilson Central and Siegel.
Middle Tennessee Christian School, training for eternity.
We're going to be an educational institution that teach Bible every day. Every subject we teach, we're going to teach through a biblical perspective. In every aspect of our school, we're going to do it through a Christian perspective.
MTCS President Matt Tiller.
That also means that everything we do, we have to be excellent. We feel like Christ calls us to excellence. And so that means we have to be excellent academically. That means we have to be excellent athletically, because that's what God calls us to. It's a great place to be.
Invest in your child's future in an environment that fosters Christ-centered values. To find out more, visit mtcscougars.org. Dr. Russell McKissick of Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance talks about the grassroots effort in our local schools to ensure proper care for players.
To make sure our teams are covered here locally, be there for our trainers. Yeah, it's a passion that we have to try to take care of our athletes here in town and be there just to keep everybody playing as healthy and as best they can.
From a community standpoint, one of the most important things you do at TOA, I'd guess.
I think it's definitely a way to pay back to our community, just to be there for them and watch some great sports too.
Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance, TOA, live your best life.
I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Today's game brought to you in part by good neighbor State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton out on North Thompson Lane near Medical Center Parkway. That's Celeste Middleton, 895-2700.
Dylan Rogers going to lead off here in the top half of the fifth. And we can be homers in this game, Brian. We really can.
Yep.
We need a run.
Well, that's exactly what I was going to say here. Be nice to get a little insurance here, or not insurance, just get a run first.
Pitch is high, 1 ball, no strikes.
That's when we can worry about our State Farm insurance.
Rogers popped up back in the third. We had a little bit of an inning there in the third. Couldn't get in run across. Pitch is low. 2-0. Rogers, Hamrick, and then the top of the order. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Kid's got good stuff. That's 83. I think he's reached 88 at one point on the radar gun. The pitch outside. 3-1. I would love to tell you about our games scheduled next week, but I have no idea. 3-1. And it hit him in the back. But it was ball 4, really, anyway. But that is a hit batter, and Rogers reaches the hard way. So leadoff man is on. That's good news for the Stars. Gabriel Hamrick singled back in the third. He went to right field on a nice little shot. Let's see what he does here. And we're getting to the point of the game where you might see a bunt. Wind howling out there. Just didn't seem that bad when we were down there on the field. The pitch, he is bunting. And he bunts it foul. Back to the screen. 0-1.
In terms of next week, I know softball plays Monday, region semis, Wednesday, region finals, and sectional on Friday. So I'd kind of planned on Monday or Tuesday being softball day.
Throw over, runner back.
But I don't know if you've looked at the forecast, but there's rain, like 50 to 80% chance starting early in the week. So, and then a chance every day through Thursday.
Correct. Connor shakes off the pitch. Bounced right in front of the plate, but it rolls foul. Nice play there by Wadsworth, not to do too much. Bugner now out in front. No balls, 2 strikes. We'll see if they'll keep Gabriel Hamrick bunting here.
Boy, it takes guts not to pick that ball up, John, because he was already at first before it went foul.
Yeah.
But that's the gamble you have to take.
Well, Hamrick here is in an 0-2 hole, and let's see if they keep that bunt sign on. Bugner. Ryan Bugner, the right-hander. He tries to bunt, and he's going to be a strikeout. So Hamrick retired. And that is strikeout number 4 for Bugner. And here's Drew Hostetler. Hostetler singled and stole 2 bases in the first, and he walked in the third. So having a good day. Pitch swung on, had a good cut, and fouled it back out of play. 0-1, he knew it. That's the one he wanted right there.
He's got one of the only 2 hits on the afternoon for the Stars.
With the lead down there is Rogers. Throw over, runner back. Dillon with some good speed. We had a runner at third, and they had a runner at third. That's the closest anybody's come to even getting on the scoreboard. We're scoreless here. And the pitch is a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. We are in the top half of the 5th. Throw over, runner back. He's worried about him. Bugner. Nods in agreement, I think. Nope, he's shaking him off. And now Hostetler steps out. He'll be followed by Akers and then Baker. So these are the guys you want up here in the 5th. The pitch, runner not going, faked it, and Hostetler drills one over in the bullpen of Riverdale. Or Riverdale's bullpen, Siegel's bullpen in this game. And it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bugner with the pitch. Chopper, going to be a tough play if it stays fair, but it's going to be foul. And a nice alert play there by Reed. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So Hostetler gets a bat, gets back to the batting circle, and we're about ready to get this other pitch underway here. Drew Hostetler. He sure has changed since kindergarten.
I bet.
He doesn't look the same.
He can open his milk carton now.
Yeah. Maybe 2 at a time. Bugner with the 1-2 pitch. Rogers going. Little blooper, and it goes into the vacated area where the second baseman is. It's a single, and runners are at first and third. Brian, that could be the break they needed.
Maybe so, John. I mean, that gets Rogers all the way to third, and that was just kind of well placed. I think Hostetler kind of saw that there could be a gap there, kind of shading towards second base. And
well, Rogers was going, so he was covering the bag, and then he went to the place where he vacated. So good job of hitting.
And he spoiled a lot of Bugner pitches.
He sure did. And here's Akers, flied out and reached on a fielder's choice.
We've now matched Wilson Central in hits.
Runner going, and they're going to let Hostetter take it.
Good fake there, and of course the entire time Wadsworth was looking at third to make sure that Rogers didn't take off, and there'd be a double steal attempt.
So the hit batter and the hit and run that worked beautifully has Siegel in business. Runners at second and third. There is one out. Akers with the pitch, but here, fly ball would be nice. Just don't want to strike out here. 1 ball, 1 strike. I think the cicadas are taking over our audio. Throw down, safe, and that was close. Too close for comfort for me. I would not want to be a runner and get picked off at third when Coach Rivas is standing right there.
I'd say Rogers may have heard a little bit of something anyway.
1-1. Tries to go the other way and fouls it back. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Siegel needs a big hit here. Akers will be followed by Baker. A hit batter and a single got him here. The 1-2. Just outside. Akers agrees with him, but
oh, sure does.
But none of the Wilson Central fans did.
Especially that guy right in front of the mic.
Yeah, he let it be known. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bugner in a heap of trouble. The 2-2 pitch. Line drive into left field, base hit. 1 run is in. They're sending Hostetter, and he scores with his speed. A big 1-out single, 2 RBIs for Lance Akers. That is exactly what the doctor ordered right there. 2-0 Siegel. Cleared both runners. Man, what a big hit. He just kind of reached out and punched it out there. And here's Baker.
And it had enough on it, John, that it got Adelsberg was kind of like right about where he is, and there was just a spot to place it out there. Perfectly done.
Akers going. The throw down. Akers is going to be in there with a stolen base. You know, Siegel has created some of the action this inning, too. Have you noticed? I mean, the hit and run, they tried to lay down a bunt. So they're trying to create runs, and they did. They've got a 2-0 lead here in the 5th.
Well, the hit batter, John, with nobody out, the leadoff batter, Dylan Rogers, when you do that, you kind of give some outs to play with right there. And Siegel was able to roll the dice a little bit on a hit and run, and it worked. Back-to-back singles after the strikeout, John, and they get a run across. 2 runs.
Bugner throws one inside at his knees, and it's 1-0. Bugner probably a little angry at himself. His job is to hold him right here. Got a runner at second, 1 out. The pitch. That hit him, and that's the second one of the inning. That had to sting. Trey walks it off.
That hurt me.
So Akers stays at second, and Baker's going to go to first. There's runners at first and second. That's 2 hit batters in the inning.
Could this be the making of a big inning, John? I hope so for the Siegel Stars.
Well, the more the merrier, I say. And here comes the pitching coach, I believe, for Wilson Central. And they're going to have a little talk. All gathered around the mound.
I know you and Limbaugh were talking about his BP, his
oh, yeah.
bat work.
Oh, he's awesome. Yeah, it was awesome. Twirling the bat.
This break in our action lets me tell you about our friends at Ideas Tees. They're the place in Rutherford County for school spirit wear, screen printing, embroidery, specialty items, and much more. And don't forget, you can get officially licensed MTSU Blue Raider merchandise from Raider Tees. Their showroom, 910 Richley Road, just off Broad between Chewy's and Chili's. Stop in and see how they can help you promote your favorite team, workplace, or organization. More online at ideastees.com.
All right, Will Horn with a chance to kind of break this thing open. He has walked and he struck out. He's 0 for 1. Got runners at first and second. Still only 1 out here in the Siegel 5th. 2-0 Stars. The talk is over, and the pitch from Bugner is into the dirt. 1 ball, no strikes. Or into the turf. Can't say into the dirt anymore. It's into the turf.
Into the brown turf.
1 ball, no strikes. Now Horn steps out. Well, Bugner sure has slowed down here in this inning, hadn't he? Checking that runner at second. They throw, and there's nobody there, but he just lobbed it, so nobody was hurt. That was interesting. I haven't seen that in a while. He realized that nobody was there, so he just kind of threw a lollipop out there. Well, if he'd have thrown it hard, it would have been in center field. Checking that runner. He's worried about Akers. The pitch. Outside.
Right
2 balls, no strikes. Sorry, Brian.
Right now he's having a hard time getting it across the plate, so.
It's been that way this inning, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been a tough inning. 2 hit batters, 2 singles, and 1 strikeout.
The 2-0 pitch. Horn takes it. It's a strike, 2-1. And Will agrees with the home plate umpire. Baker at first, Akers at second. 2 runs are in on the 2 RBI single by Akers. The 2-1 pitch. Outside, 3-1. Another bad one would load him up for Jack Santee.
I bet he's licking his chops for that opportunity.
And here's the pitch. Fly ball into center field. Dropping back was Summers. Now he comes in. The second baseman goes out and makes the catch as the wind kept that one from going out any further by Weber. And they're 2 away. Swinging on the 3-1, he pops out, and it brings up Jack Santee, who's flied out to left and flied to right. He's 0 for 2. Well, a chance for left-hander to help his cause.
We know what's left. If he's flied out to left and flied out to right, it's a homer right down the 360.
Wow. I'd just take a hit, but yeah, I mean, go for it. 1 ball, no strikes. He's been behind almost every hitter in this inning. And the 1-0 pitch. Inside, ball gets away. Runners are going to advance. Wow, pitch.
You know what? Santee, John, kind of got out of the way of that pitch. Otherwise, it would have hit him. And I mean, I'm talking about he had to get way out of the batter's box, and that allowed the ball to get by the catcher. That's pretty smart.
And he's exchanging gloves. He's not happy with that one. The catcher's mitt. That one had a hole in it. 2 balls, no strikes to count.
That puts 2 in scoring position now, with Baker going to second and Akers to third.
Well, they're big runs down there if they can get them in. From the stretch, here's Bugner. Behind 2-0, the pitch. Bouncer first. Nice play, scooped by Kinzer, and the inning is over. That was harder than it looked, really. That goes 3 unassisted, but the Siegel Stars have a good inning. They get 2 runs. They had 2 hits. There were 2 hit batters in the inning, and they strand 2. We're going to the bottom of the 5th. New score, Siegel 2, Wilson Central nothing here on State Farm Prep Baseball.
This is a paid legal ad.
Hi, this is John Day of the Law Offices of John Day. I've lived and worked as a lawyer in Middle Tennessee for over 30 years, and to me, every single day has been an honor. That's why our firm is so involved with community programs like bicycle helmet giveaways and our Safe Ride Home program. At the Law Offices of John Day, we're not just looking to make donations. We want to make a difference in the community we hold so dear. And if you're ever injured, know that we are here for you too.
Quick, convenient, efficient. 3 words that we all hope to experience when we do business. Our goal at JHA Company is to bring just that to an industry that's traditionally dictated to the customer when it's time to do business. Whether you're purchasing class pictures in a yearbook, class jewelry, a letter jacket, school spirit wear, or senior graduation products, we strive to make the experience quick, convenient, and efficient. Find out more at jhacompany.com. JHA, your one source for an unparalleled scholastic experience.
I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Bowen's Body Shop. From dings and dents to full body work, you know Jeff and Kyle Bowen, they will do the job right. They're great folks. You can trust them to get your car, truck, whatever, may have those dings and dents right back to its pre-dings and dents condition. Middle Tennessee Boulevard is where they're located.
Pre-dings and dents condition.
Yeah.
I think I've never put it that way. That's so adeptly put.
Well, you know, if you want it to look like it did before the dings and dents, they'll do it.
We'll have this game, and then with time in between games, Jackson Smith will do a narrative over wildlife in Tennessee.
Oh, really? So we're going to skip Monty's show today?
Did he just fall out of the chair?
Probably.
Here we go. Bottom of the fifth, and Wilson Central. And the first pitch from Santee is a ball to Spencer, who the right fielder who singled his first time up. A good 3-up, 3-down inning would be nice here for Jack Santee. The wind of the pitch. Fly ball into center field, and Hostetter barely had to move and grabs it with that left hand for out number one.
Chapter 1, the majestic woodland duck. I'm reading for what's coming up. That's just a prelude of what's ahead.
So we will hear from Monty then.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Jackson. Just kidding. Now the board op just left.
Forget about this. I quit.
1 ball, no strikes to the leadoff batter, Will Summers for Wilson Central. The pitch. Popped him up right side, and giving chase over there is Duggan, but it's going to be out of play. And the count even at a ball and a strike. John Dingens, Brian Baird with you here in game 1. Siegel leading it 2-0. We're in the bottom of the fifth. Wilson Central batting. And the 1-1 pitch from Santee. Just a little high, 2-1.
Oakland and Siegel will play in softball this evening at 6 o'clock over at Blackman for the District 8 4A championship today.
Swing and foul back. Wow, they're still doing. Wow.
Yes. Yep. Whoever wins that game will host the region, by the way, which is next week. Or the winner host. The loser travels.
2-1 pitch. Strike called. And that is a strikeout for Santee. Strikeout number 4? No, 3.
Yeah, first one in a while.
So there's 2 away. That's what we like to see here. Braden Wadsworth, the batter. He's reached on a fielder's choice, and he's grounded to short.
John, you always like to see if you get a couple of runs, a 3-up, 3-down inning.
Well, we hadn't got it yet, but we hope so. Ball is high, 1 ball, no strikes. We haven't had many of them, have we?
Nope. Last inning for Santee, thanks to the caught stealing, or not caught stealing, but
there's a pitch right there on the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the 1-1. Swung on, fouled away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 out. Here in the bottom of the fifth. 2-0 Siegel. They just got their runs in the last half inning. Santee gets the sign from Thornton. And the pitch to the plate. Fouled again, out of play. Count remains 1-2. Sun comes out again.
Where
kind of coming and going.
Where I have the field mic is where they have the net tied down.
There's a grounder to third. It's going to stay fair. Long throw. Not in time. There goes our 3-up, 3-down inning. Pretty good play over there by Rogers. Just beat out the throw. Let's see how they score that. I think they're going to give that a hit.
Yeah, they've already got one on the board there. My point about that is, if you listen closely, it's so tied up under that wire that's holding the net down, the microphone, you can hear it creaking. It almost sounds like, the bridge getting ready to let go in the movies.
Sounds like the installer messed up.
Well,
I do regret putting it in that place just because the guy from Wilson Central always camps under there during their half innings.
Well, you can't have everything, you know. Here's the pitch. First pitch swung on, popped up. Could get out of it. Duggan gets over there and makes the catch for out number 3, and the inning is over. No runs for the Wildcats. They get 1 hit. They strand 1. We finished 5. It's good news so far. Siegel 2, Wilson Central nothing here on State Farm Prep Baseball.
First National Bank of Middle Tennessee is dedicated to our community. Hi, I'm John Allen, Vice President and Commercial Banker at our 3427 Memorial Boulevard location in Murfreesboro. Let me help you expand, purchase, or build. With local people and decisions, we offer the best in true community banking. Come visit us today or check us out at fnbmt.com.
First National Bank of Middle Tennessee, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC, NMLS 401715.
When Rutherford Countyans think of insurance professionals, they think Rayburn Insurance Agency at 200 South Lowry in Smyrna, meeting the needs of thousands of customers since 1973. You can trust Rayburn Insurance with all your needs, a place where customer service really matters. It's personal with Rayburn Insurance, as fans of local sports, as friends, and as insurance professionals. Check them out at rayburn.net or call 615-459-4145. Rayburn Insurance, for business, auto, home, and life insurance.
I'm State Farm Agent Bud Morris, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Today's game brought to you in part by Fans Heating and Air, Middle Tennessee Electric, Sir Pizza, and Bowen's Body Shop.
Run, while he's warming up, I've been watching a show called The Dog Whisperer.
Oh, yeah?
And
Is that the guy who trains the dogs or helps to correct
problems,
behavioral issues?
And the constant thing that's always there is you walk your dog. Try to walk your dog at least 15 minutes a day. So I go out, I get a tennis ball, I'm going to toss it to Chipper.
Yeah.
I toss the ball to him. He runs, gets it, and he stands there. I've got a treat in my hand. Come here. Well, he comes to the treat, but
drops the ball.
Yeah.
Sounds like he's well trained.
Yeah. I need to call the dog whisperer to come in.
I have to carry my dog 15 miles or minutes a day.
Yeah. We go to the top of the 6th. 2-0 Siegels leading here from Riverdale High School over the Wilson Central Wildcats.
Nonetheless, he looks on the bright side, saying, quote, "I think I'm smarter now than I was a couple years ago, but I also think I'm poorer because I acquired the knowledge in the manner I did," unquote. A lesson for us all. I'm Jeff Colvin.
Rely on the experienced professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air.
If your old unit needs a tune-up, the professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air service all major brands and even offer same-day service in most cases. Keep your home or business comfortable year-round. Call us today at 615-890-1311. Prentice Alsop Heating and Air, your Ring Pro partner heating and cooling contractor on West College Street, just under the Thompson Lane overpass. Online at PrenticeAlsop.com.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Well, apologize for that little interruption in internet, but we're at the bottom of the 6th inning, John, and 2-0. Siegel Stars come up empty in the top of the 6th.
And Luke Kinzer hits one foul, and it's 0-1. Only 6 more outs for Jack Santee to get. He could be a winner here. They're leading 2-0, the Stars. Kinzer, Buckner, and Adelsberger will be the first 3 here in the 6th, and hopefully the only 3, right?
That's the plan.
Kinzer singled, and he's grounded to third. Pitch, and he's going to ground this one to short. Baker up with it, throws to first in time for out number 1. Big out here in the 6th. Brings up Buckner, struck out and flied out. He's 0 for 2. And that first strikeout was at a very critical point of the game in the very first inning for Santee. He's pitched around 4 hits and a couple of walks. The left-hander kicks and fires. Strike called, 0-1. You got good defense against Santee, you're going to win some games because he gets a lot of ground balls.
Not really the strikeout pitcher, is he?
No, he's not, and doesn't claim to be. Pitches a strike called. 0-2. He's walked 2 today, and that's a little high for him, really. The pitch. Fly ball out to right field. Russell on his horse. It just keeps drifting away from him and makes the catch out there. And that may have been foul. No, it was fair when he got it. But 2 away. What a play. Just kept drifting away from him, and he just kept on it. Here's Adelsberger. Struck out and flied out. 2 out here in the 6th. Siegel leading 2-0. Adelsberger 0 for 2, but he's made some great plays at short tonight or today. The pitch. Bouncer second. Here's the throw, and an easy throw by Hamrick, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Siegel. We've completed 6 now. Siegel 2, Wilson Central nothing.
Pizza. You in a hurry for dinner? Well, we've made it even easier to order online at sirpizzatn.com. Tap the location nearest you and begin your carryout or delivery order at sirpizzatn.com. You can choose from our full menu, and we'll take care of the rest. A Queen's Feast is calling my name. Order Murfreesboro's favorite pizza online at sirpizzatn.com. Sir Pizza, you made me love pizza again.
Craig's Tax Service.
We perform tax preparation, individual tax returns, corporations, partnerships, and all your payroll bookkeeping needs.
Brandon Craig with Craig's Tax Service.
We fulfill all your tax preparation needs from individual returns to corporations and handle any of those scary letters you may get from the IRS.
Craig's Tax Service at 142 Heritage Park Drive. Call 890-2233 for an appointment.
We're proud to support all Rutherford County athletes.
Craig's Tax Service, 890-2233.
I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Well, speaking of Dana, her offices are on South Church Street, right there where, well, between the Farm Credit and the post office. 805 South Church. Put it in your GPS. You'll find Dana Womack at 900-0877.
All right, here we go to the top of the 7th. Siegel trying to get some insurance runs against Ryan Buckner, who's pitched a great game, but he is trailing 2-0. Pitch is inside, 1 ball, no strikes. Hamrick, then to the top of the order, Hostetler and Akers. Right now, our player of the game right now looks to be like Lane Akers with that big two-run single. Pitch is a strike called. 1 ball, 1 strike. You always like 3 runs if you can get them. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Way out in front of a changeup. And it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. The wind by Buckner, boy, that pitch was brushed him, but almost got in there for a strike. 2-2 the count. Hamrick has singled and struck out. Pitch, strikes out for a second time. They're going to make the throw down, and they're going to get him. And that's strikeout number 6 for Buckner.
John, Eagleville baseball wins today. Final score 9-3. So Eagleville will play at noon tomorrow, and they will play the winner of the Richland-Fayetteville game at noon at Richland High School tomorrow.
And the first pitch to Hostetler takes a ball, make a strike, 0-1. That did catch the corner. Buckner's line is going to be really nice. Swinging a foul back. He's given up 2 runs on 4 hits. He's hit a couple of batters. Struck out 6. There's a strike called to Hostetler. One ball, 2 strikes to count. Shakes off the sign. Now he's ready. The 1-2 pitch. Line drive over the shortstop's head and into left field. So Hostetler reaches for he's reached 4 times today. He's up for that player of the game too, Brian.
Yeah, he'd have to be, John. He's got, here's kind of his afternoon. He singled. He's singled 3 times, has stolen 3 bases, and has scored a run.
Scored the second run for Siegel. And here is Lane Akers, who has the big RBI single that drove in 2 back in the 5th. Pitches upstairs, 1 ball, no strikes. 1 out, we're in the 7th. Wouldn't mind chipping another run in if we can get it. Runner going. Throw down is going to be late, and it's another stolen base for Hostetler.
That's 4.
Having quite a day, isn't he? And he's down there in scoring position for Akers again. By the way, Lane has flied to left. He's reached on a fielder's choice, and then the big single in the 5th with 2 RBIs, and he also stole a base that inning.
Well, he's about to
3-0, about to walk him, isn't he?
Yep.
And he's got a base open.
The 5th inning was his issue.
Strike called. His control left him in that 5th inning. Buckner. 2 hit batters in that inning. 3-1 the pitch. Swinging away, and he fouls it. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Well, if Lane gets a pitch he can handle, he's going to be swinging. You got your 2-3 hitters coming up here, and that runner out at second. Don't want to waste any opportunities. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That was a big strikeout. That's 7 by Buckner. And Trey Baker, the last hope here in the 7th for Siegel. He's popped up, struck out, and hit by a pitch, which kept that inning going in the 5th inning. The right-handed batter steps in here. 2 out. Hostetler at second. The pitch. Swing and a miss. A little late on that pitch. 83-mile-per-hour fastball, 0-1. And the wind in the pitch. Inside. 1-1. Hostetler 3 for 3 in a walk. Buckner now in agreement with his catcher, and the pitch. Swing and a miss.
In that Eagleville 9-3 win, John, Brady Burns had a grand slam over the left field wall and extended the Eagles' lead to 7-0 in that one. So they're really putting it together here now.
And the pitch. Did he go? Yes, he did. And Buckner finishes the day about as good as you can get. 8 strikeouts. He struck out the side, but they did get 1 hit. That was a single by Hostetler. He's left stranded. Going to the bottom of the 7th is Hold'em Stars time. Siegel leads 2-0 over Wilson Central.
Dr. Automotive is the cure for your car. Brothers Danny and Randy Brewer have been providing Rutherford County with ASE certified auto repair for nearly 20 years. You'll receive courteous and friendly customer service every time. Why? Because we grew up here, and you are our neighbors. Foreign and domestic auto repair and maintenance on Hazelwood Drive in Smyrna, just off I-24. SmyrnaAutoRepair.com. 615-220-0971. Just ask for Danny.
You've seen the ads out there, companies wanting to buy your home. But why sell yourself short when you can get fair market value? I'm Lisa Patton. If you have an estate to settle or a home to sell, call Parks Auction. We'll work with you to sell your home or property in any condition with no costly repairs on your timeline. Why accept one offer when you can have multiple? You need Parks Auction. We look out for your best interest. Call Parks Auction today. We handle everything.
I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. You're listening to Prep Baseball.
Our game this afternoon is brought to you by Sir Pizza, Carpets by Osborne, Winners Trophies, First National Bank, and Jack Santee is going to face the 7, 8, and 9 hitters here in the bottom of the 7th with a 2-0 lead.
All right, here we go. Jack Santee up to him here. He's got a 2-0 lead, and man, this guy Shaughnessy is the man you want to get that first out of the inning. The pitch outside, 1 ball, no strikes, and you definitely don't want to walk him. Shaughnessy is the number 7 hitter, so it is the bottom of the order. The pitch outside, 2 balls, no strikes. Why is it the last 3 outs are the hardest to get?
They always are, aren't they?
2-0 the count. Pitch, there's a strike in there. Way to go. 2 balls and a strike. He was Shaughnessy's been hit by a pitch and he's walked. The 2-1. Swing and a miss. Santee's gone 6 innings. He's given up 4 hits. And the pitch. Line drive into left field and trouble. Going to roll all the way to the fence almost. And it's going to be at least a double, and that's where he's going to stand. A leadoff double by Shaughnessy here in the 7th. So a good start for the Wildcats. Hit number 5 for them. And it brings up Hildebrand. Now the thing here, Brian, that run means nothing.
It's this one at the plate.
You need to concentrate on the guy at the plate. In fact, he can steal third if he wants to, in my opinion. Catcher's indifference, whatever, but you got to get an out. The pitch. Popped up into shallow left field and running and making a nice catch out there is Akers for out number 1. That helps.
Boy, that was well in foul territory too, John, but nice run out there.
And here is Spencer, who is singled and flied out. He's 1 for 2, and that big out, that's one big one in the inning.
Number 9 right fielder, Carter Spencer.
It's funny, both pitchers gave up 5 hits so far anyway.
Well, let's keep it there.
It was really a case of 1 inning. If this ends like we hope it's going to end, the pitch. Strike called, 0-1. Bugner pitched well, Brian. I'm telling you, he was awesome. 8 strikeouts, 2 runs, 7 innings of work. That's about all you can ask from him.
I just don't want to see him back out of here again.
The pitch. Change-up sails a little high, and the count even at a ball and a strike. Try to get this out and stay out of that meat of that order coming up. The pitch to Spencer. There's a fly ball right to Russell, and there's out number 2. Runner does not tag. And the throw down to third keeps him there. There's 2 out. I don't know how many fly balls we've had, but there have been a ton in this game. And if you're going to get, this is a good day to get fly balls.
Well, Wilson Central has had 7.
And they've all stayed in the park. 2 out. And here's the last hope, and that's Will Summers, the center fielder. And a tough cookie. Single, a fly out to right, and a strikeout. He's 1 for 3. So it's not over yet. Santee eyes into the catcher, Thornton. Tristan gives the signal. And the wind and the pitch. Strike called. 0-1. Santee doesn't care what that runner at second doing. He can dance out there all he wants to. He's geared on this hitter here. 0-1 the count. And the pitch. Swung on, fouled away. He's in the hole. Wilson Central down to their last strike. No balls, 2 strikes. 2-0 Siegel. If you just joined us, we've got another game to follow. About 45 minutes after the conclusion of this one. It'll be on WGNSradio.com. And the 0-2 pitch. Just missed. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Jack Santee, the left-hander. Had a great career so far here at Siegel. The pitch. High fly ball. Right field. Russell calls off the second baseman Hambrick. And that's your ball game as he makes the catch. And the final score in this one as Siegel advances. They win it over Wilson Central by a score of 2-0 and a great pitching battle. We'll come back with all the details on our Prentice Allsup Heating and Air postgame show. Coming up just a minute, our score, the final, once again, Siegel 2, Wilson Central 0.
Hello, this is Coy Young at Las Casas Feed Supply. We'd like to welcome you to our door.
I'm Ian Young. I'm at Las Casas Feed Supply. I'm selling beef and pork, 100% Angus, raised here in Las Casas. Come get you some.
Everyone's favorite cuts available, even options to purchase a quarter of a steer.
We got the beef. Hello, everybody. Las Casas Feed Supply.
Family owned and operated, Las Casas Feed Supply on Barlow Lane, just off Highway 96 East.
Your ride, your stuff. You live with them together. I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. It's smart to protect them together to help life go right. Give me a call at 615-873-1700 and let me help you save by combining auto and renters.
Local business owners, you know how important it is to be here for your customers. I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, and I run a small business in Rutherford County too. And I'm here to help you protect your small business. Call me at 615-459-2683.
You've heard people say, you know your work by your name, but there's no better name for residential and business concrete work than Dan France Concrete. From basic slabs to decorative stamping, for your next concrete project, call Dan France Concrete, 615-642-5152.
This is Dan with Dan France Concrete, wishing all Rutherford County student athletes a great season. Study hard, play harder, and be safe.
Trust me, Dan is committed to the community and will offer you a great product. He'll stand behind his work and make sure you're satisfied with every aspect of the work. Dan France Concrete.
If your job situation is changing because of layoffs or restructuring, you may have to make several decisions. One important decision may be what to do with your retirement plan. Make sure your retirement stays on track. I'm Lee Colvin, your Edward Jones financial advisor, and I'd like to help. Stop by our office in the Public Shopping Center on South Rutherford Boulevard or give us a call at 615-907-7056 for a face-to-face appointment. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Well, big good news for the Siegel Stars here in this first game. They defeat Wilson Central by a score of 2-0 to advance to the winner's bracket in our region tournament here. And John Dingan's back with Brian Barrett here, and it's the time for the Prentice Allsup Heating and Air postgame show. Prentice Allsup Heating and Air services all major brands and in most cases offers same-day service. You can rely on the Ring Pro professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air to keep your home or business comfortable year-round. Call 615-890-1311 or check them out online at PrenticeAllsup.com. That's Prentice Allsup Heating and Air on West College Street. Great pitching battle. Two really fine pitchers in this game, Brian. 2-0 win. Santee outduels him. And contact pitcher, really.
Yeah.
Control was good. He walked two, but I'm telling you, a lot of ground balls and a particularly large amount of fly balls in this game. And with the wind blowing in, that's a good time to do that. But our Dr. Automotive players of the game, I guess I always go with the pitcher when it's 2-0. But Drew Hostetler was, gosh, he was awesome today. And Wayne Eggers with a big hit.
Hostetler, by the way, was 3 for 3 with a run scored a walk, and 4 stolen bases. So that's what you'd love to get out of your leadoff guy, right?
Yep, not bad.
And Santee, no runs, gave up only 5 hits, 3 strikeouts, 2 walks, and a hit batter, and 7 fly balls for Wilson Central. So
a lot of contact and a lot of quick innings, even though so there were a few innings where they didn't have a lot of 3 up, 3 down, but they didn't go deep in counts is what I guess I'm trying to say.
Right. I didn't check, but Santee had several. Let's see, he faced 2 over the minimum in the first, 2 over the minimum in the second, just 1 over in the third, 3 up, 3 down, 4th, and 7th. And so he only faced 4 to maybe 5 batters per inning, John, and had a couple of 3 up, 3 down innings. So he got the work done, even though there were fly balls.
He didn't have a lot of 3-2 counts, and
right.
That really saved him. That's your Prentice Dr. Automotive player of the game, I should say. Dr. Automotive provides local car owners with excellent auto repair services from ASC certified mechanics and master mechanics. Brothers Danny and Randy Brewer and their staff at Dr. Automotive are fully equipped to serve your vehicle repair and maintenance needs. They're on Hazelwood Drive in Smyrna and online at autorepairsmyrna.com. All right, our Craig's Tax Service keys to the game. I think the 5th.
Oh, yeah. The 5th inning for Siegel kind of went like this. It was Dylan Rogers who led off after being hit by a pitch. After a strikeout with 1 out, back-to-back hits for Hostetler, and then the 2 RBI single for Akers that propelled Siegel to the region second round here. They're 1 game away from hosting a sectional.
All right, that's Craig's Tax Service. Tax laws can be very confusing and make sense to get help with your taxes. Craig's Tax Service specializes in personal and business tax preparation, financials, and bookkeeping services. Give them a call today at 615-890-2233. And if you missed part of the game, you can always check out WGNSSports.com and tap on the Sir Pizza podcast button to download or listen. You can just order that Royal Feast, Brian, anytime you want to.
Oh, yeah.
You can now order your favorite pizza online. Go to SirPizzaTN.com for carryout or delivery. That's on Sir Pizza on East Main, South Church Street, and on Memorial Boulevard. All right, it's time to take a look at our stats, our final stats. Not a lot of them. There weren't a lot of hits, but Brian's got them for you.
Well, first of all, for Wilson Central, 1 for 4 for Will Summers, 1 for 3 for Braden Wadsworth and Luke Kinzer and Carter Spencer. 1 for 1 with a walk and a hit by pitch for Luke Shaughnessy. He had a double in this game. For Buckner on the mound, 7 innings, 2 runs, 5 hits, 8 strikeouts, 2 walks, and 2 hit batters. For the Siegel Stars, Drew Hostetler, we already mentioned him. He was 3 for 3 at the plate with a walk. He scored a run, and he stole 4 bases today. Luke Akers was 1 for 4, but he drove in the 2 important runs in this game, also had a stolen base. Gabriel Hamrick was 1 for 3 on the afternoon as well. For Jack Santee, 7 innings, no runs, 5 hits, 3 strikeouts, 2 walks, and a hit batter. So Santee moves on with the win and the Siegel Stars. And again, they will await the winner of this game, and they will play that at, hold on a second, where's my bracket? They will play that at 11 o'clock tomorrow. So Siegel will await the Riverdale Stewart's Creek winner. They'll play at 11. The other games are at 2 and at 5. So whoever loses that 11 o'clock game tomorrow will have to come back and play at 5 o'clock. And we'll have 2 teams make their way out of the region. We've got 3 Rutherford County teams, so odds are good we can have a couple of teams there. So that's a look at the region bracket in baseball here today.
Okay, and all those stats brought to you by Fans Heating and Air Winners Trophies, JHA Company, Josh Houston and Associates. All right, Brian, talking it over with you. I'd say, we'll be out of here for about 30 minutes or so, 45.
Yeah.
So
you'll hear All Sports Talk on the radio, then followed by Dick Palmer with Blue Raider Baseball, and on WGNSradio.com you'll hear Monty Hale until we get ready to go on with this second game between Riverdale and Stewart's Creek at WGNSradio.com and streaming on YouTube, Facebook, X, and Twitch.
So we'll be streaming our game, and you'll be able to hear Brian most of the game. And maybe me. You never know.
Well, that's true.
Traffic could be really bad.
You keep saying that.
I did a whole game. I mean, hey. That's going to do it for us here. I want to thank Jackson Smith back at the station, and we'll see you on Twitter. Not Twitter. WGNSradio.com in about 45 minutes from here. So for Brian.